Slightly different video today. We're going to be looking at an EVE Online inspired roguelite. As the developer describes it, lock a target, read the angle, and null your transversal for a clean shot. Turn direct hits into brutal volleys, stacking buffs and wildly misplaced confidence. Perihelion Rogue Orbit is a 2D space combat roguelite where you fit ships, control range, and make every shot count. This is not a sponsored video or anything, but Black Knight, developing this game under the label of The Landbox, has posted a link to their game a few times on the EVE subreddit, and would you believe it, it's had a mostly positive reception there. If you know anything about the EVE subreddit, you know that getting a positive reception there is a minor miracle, so I figured this game was worth checking out. I'm pretty sure you could post tomorrow's winning lottery numbers in the EVE subreddit and someone would still downvote you for not sharing their opinion on multiboxing. The influence of EVE on this game is certainly noticeable. EVE players will find the item selection window and pseudo overview very familiar, including its approach in orbit options. Modules, or in this case weapons, utilities, and specials, are activated and deactivated with the number keys 1 through 5. Targeting and cycling or decycling modules will go right into your regular EVE muscle memory once you've played a few sectors. Using the right mouse button or the F key, you manually fly around a two-dimensional plane filled with enemy ships of various classes. Some recognizable like the Corvette, Destroyer, and Cruiser, some new like the Picket, Spotter, Tackler, and Jammer. Although with any EVE experience, I'm sure you can guess what a couple of those ships do. Prior to starting your run, you fit out your ship in yet more EVE familiar ways, including missiles, burst cannons, and railguns. You can pick between shield tanking or armor tanking, or of course both if that somehow hasn't been trained out of you yet. No hull tanking though, so sorry any Brutix pilots if you can hear me talking through the crayons in your ears. One super cool feature I noticed is that there's a little bit of text in the top of the fitting window that dynamically adjusts depending on what you fit. Already it has a one-up on EVE Online in terms of features. Each sector that you play through will have a different objective. There's not a huge amount of objective variety right now while the game is in early access. For the most part, it boils down to kill everything, kill this specific thing, or stay in this one place for 30 seconds. The game also massively favors patience, as you can seemingly achieve all objectives via killing everything bit by bit, rarely taking too many risks. It's a great place to be starting from though, as just a handful more objectives and maybe some more randomness involved in them would have a really big impact on the enjoyment of a run. Every 5 sectors you use upgrade points to progress through this nice spiraling upgrade path, rather than the currently very popular pick one of 3 approaches to roguelite progression. Perihelion lets you select through this web of upgrade options. The way each path intersects has interesting effects on the way you progress, allowing you to get higher tiers of a path that you never got the lower tier upgrades for, as long as you unlock the necessary adjacent upgrades from another path. When you finish each run, you take unlock points with you. These are used to unlock new specials for your ship fitting and represent the only meta progression in the game right now as far as I can tell. The game is still very early access, but once again, this is a solid foundation, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the cool things that these unlock points will eventually be used on. If you'd rather jump into the game with a predetermined ship fit and see how you fare against your friends, there's a weekly challenge mode where you're straight into hyperspace and have to make your fit work without any tweaking. The best part of Perihelion is without doubt the hardest part to describe or explain. I mentioned this in a members only video recently, but back when I used to go to a lot of game conventions as press, I used to play a lot of games that were well made, polished, original even, but lacked that sauce as it's often called. They just didn't feel compelling or great to play. This game feels excellent. The way the ship responds to movement and the behavior of each module feels very satisfying. It shares with EVE the importance of transversal and application, but unlike EVE, manual piloting is pretty intuitive and rewarding. While lazy orbiting is still definitely an option and very viable with some ship configurations, the rewards for flying manually and the general feeling of threading the needle between incoming missiles and shots feels exhilarating. I also like the little conversation going on at the left-hand side of the screen from Perry, your sarcastic helper of sorts. The game has a lot of character for something that's so mechanically light and basic. I've been in the Perihelion Discord for about a month now, and between the posts there and the changelogs available on Steam, you can see the changes being made and give feedback to help shape the future of the game while it's still so early in development. If this game looks even slightly interesting to you, I recommend giving it a try, or at the very least joining the Perihelion Discord server so that you can stay up to date with the game as it evolves. It's not very often that we get games, or frankly any media at all, that speaks EVE's design language and actually has something to say, so I'm extremely pleased and excited to see what this game has in store for us in the future. Thanks to my channel members for the support as always. If you're interested in becoming a member, it's available for as little as £1 a month. It gives you access to my backlog of members-only videos, which are essentially unedited and uncut hours of me whinging about whatever changes are happening in EVE lately. I try and put one of these videos out every month or so, and you get a nice little badge next to your name in the comments section of my videos.